Ooh,
You've seen Fraser.
we're starting with a
Hastings.
cutscene.
What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind.
Where did my mouse
I
go?
talked to his
I
landlady
don't know
before
where it
seeing
is.
him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Huh.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he is a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
Okay. Well, hello and welcome back to the ABC Murders. So when we left off, we had just gone to Elizabeth's family home, which is literally, you know, right where she was murdered, basically. And now we are going to talk to one of her boyfriends at the Ginger Cat.
Hastings appears to be ill at ease. He appeared to be relatively indifferent to Mrs. Asher's murder, but a young woman's murder seems to be troubling him greatly.
I don't know why that we needed to do that, but interesting. Didn't gain anything from it, but a few moments. Oh, here he is. You're not drinking whiskey.
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
Fraser.
You're Hercule Poirot.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Are you Irish?
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to
Scottish?
ask you a few questions.
Were the accents? I didn't hear it fully. You observe first.
This man looks suspicious.
He's drinking. Is that... It's White Horse whiskey. You have a tie? Crumpled clothes, which means he didn't sleep. Or he
Donald
slept in these
Fraser
clothes.
is in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
And he's also not opening his mouth while he's drinking.
Leave me alone.
Unfortunately, sir, I do need to talk to you.
Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
She's dead. I'm sorry.
Sadly, your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Lady friend.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Did you see Betty
Did
yesterday?
you visit Betty yesterday afternoon?
No, I haven't seen Betty for 2 days. I was at the office yesterday afternoon.
In the
Can you
evening,
prove
though?
that?
Of course. But why this question? Betty died yesterday evening, didn't she?
Well, someone ordered whiskey last night.
Yesterday, a guest came to the Ginger Cat alone and ordered a White Horse whiskey, and by the look of it, you also appear to be fond of this brand.
Yes, it's a good whiskey and not cheap. I only drink it on special occasions. Or tragic ones.
I was like, is he falling
I
asleep?
understand. Do you know what Betty's plans were yesterday evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
Why'd you believe her?
And you believed her?
And why not, sir? She was my fiancée.
That did not stop her from lying to you before. Betty was not a bad girl, but she did like to take advantage of her success with men.
She
How
did.
dare you sully
quite a
her
bit.
memory?
Sully her memory. Well, she also had a letter. So, I'll apologize.
Please excuse me if I appear to be brutal. I understand that this is a difficult time for you.
So you understand why I don't feel like talking, Mr. Paro?
That didn't go
I knew
too
I'd
well.
find you here, Paro. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Romantic confessional. Not even romantic. Did Donald have motive? This is the letters. Silk belt. Betty used to go out a lot. Donald does not have an alibi. Donald was a violent man. Betty used to go out a lot. Okay. Donald had motive for killing, and then he does not have an alibi. Donald may have been at the beach and have killed Betty, but does he? No, he doesn't, because they were... Donald may have killed Betty, but he does not have a motive for the other one. Synapse. I don't know what the synapse is for. We have 2 achievements. Fiance, jealous, quick temper, likes whiskey. Return to the crime scene.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
But why would the guide be
You are
there?
very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars. Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
The
Let us try to
6.
imagine the scene.
Okay, so the 6 was flipped down. I don't know if it was flipped down to just hide the code or if it was knocked down. Reconstruction.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
They walk past it. They advance to number 6.
Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
And Betty goes to change.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code.
It's not a very good way to hide your code. To me, don't they go farther than this?
They keep walking. Then she removes her belt.
The murderer moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise.
Which
The
wouldn't have...
body falls,
Yeah.
lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Haha. Success. I was like, why would he remove her belt? Because then that would be kind of weird.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Not wrong. Hastings, where's your audio?
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
This game has a few glitches, to say the least. Hastings is
Return
gone.
to London, mon cher Hastings.
Okay. Now what are we doing? Go back to London. Okay. And we got 15 ego points. I wonder if there's like an achievement for maxing out your ego. But again, it's like, I don't know if I'm messing up on the interviews and not getting enough ego. There's not really anything to say. And now we casually have a taxi on the edge of the crime scene. Nice.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
Is this one
Japp
gonna
has
be in the
decided
news?
to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
It's gonna be another letter. Maybe not. It is a letter, but is it one of the letters?
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you?
Well, at least
Rather past
Hastings
your
is
prime,
back.
perhaps.
His voice is
Let
back.
us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC.
ABC.
Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge.
He wants to get to the letter Z.
He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Today's the 30th.
No time to
I can
lose.
see it
We
on the
must prepare
calendar.
our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
We got the pyramidal mustache. Pyramidal mustache. However you pronounce that. Okay. Call Scotland Yard. Do we have a phone on our desk? Or am I thinking... Okay, there's a phone. There's also a fan.
Hello, Jap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston.
Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
We need
I'll
to
take the train
watch out for
times.
Cheryl,
Call me back.
Christy, Christina, Chloe, I'm running out of C names. Kathy, Catherine. Wait, what are we doing? Prepare to leave. Okay. Ah. Okay, let's go around. Yeah, I'm running out of... Are we packing? Can't we just go? Like, we gotta go zoom zoom, my friend. Hastings, we don't have time to pack suitcases.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
We're not gonna... That's not gonna happen.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable.
Yes.
Poirot, you were right.
Right about what?
I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see,
I said there was
is
a
no need to
hurry.
hurry. We
Oh
will
my
not be in
goodness.
Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
It's gonna be the same... It's gonna be the same thing. I feel like our sense of emergency has been going in and out.
It is not a good time.
Okay, I thought you just said compare the letters. Yeah, compare the new letter.
It is not a good time.
Did we not pick up the letter? Is it still on the floor?
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
Oh. Don't read
Poor
it.
Mr.
Nope, don't.
Poirot.
Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Go this way. So we have pieces of envelope as well, which I don't know if we had that for last time. Did we drag this to the table?
Right, let us compare this
Okay.
new letter with
It
the
said
second
no
one.
earlier, so I guess we had to pick up the envelope.
Let us examine this more closely.
Okay, W's still messed up.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
We already know it's the W.
The W is not printed properly.
We already know it's W, A, and
Right.
I.
Let us compare this with the other letter.
We have to do this every time.
Of course, the W characters in
I'm
the two letters
pretty
do
sure we've
indeed have the
established
same
that there's only
defects.
one dude sending you letters.
I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Okay,
Yes,
so I.
this I is weird.
Yes.
Right. Let us compare this with the other
Like,
letter.
I understand we want to be thorough. But at some
Yes,
point,
the eye characters
you
in
have
the
to
two
just
letters
say
do indeed
they're
have
the
the same
same.
defects.
Like,
I
we
have
can't
to find
repeat
some
this
other similar
mechanism
defects to
with each
confirm my
letter.
theory.
Because then it just gets too repetitive in a game sense.
Yes, the A.
I mean, obviously, if
appears
this
to be
was a
quite
real crime,
unusual.
if we were, like, a real detective, we would want to have this under our belt so that
Right.
we know.
Let us compare this
But-
with the other letter.
The way that they go about it, where it's like, yes, let me compare this to the other letter. And then you have to keep clicking back and forth.
That's right. The A characters
That's where it
and the
gets a
two
little
letters
annoying.
do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right.
The
These
two
two
letters were written by
with
the same
typewriter.
typewriter.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Why'd you warn us late? He's famous, maybe? Oh, wait. The wrong address. The letter arrived late because of an error in the address. I didn't even know
The
there's an
letter should
error
have
in the
arrived in
address.
time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post
How
office
did we
took
even
their
know
time
this?
correcting
We didn't
the
even look
error.
at the envelope.
Come on,
I don't like
Paro.
that it gave
Your
me
address
clues
is not
without
quite as
looking.
well known as that of Scotland Yard.
Sorry, I'm complaining.
Paro, the telephone.
This isn't... I'm not gonna say this is a bad game, because I am enjoying my time playing it. It's just, there are things in here where I'm like... Boy.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark
Oh.
was murdered while out on his
It's
evening
a
walk.
male this time.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London.
Throat
A
specialist.
wealthy man. He retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He
That's the
collected
person
antiques.
who
Are you going
gave
there?
Alice her medicine.
Yes, let's meet
and
on the
then
train.
Betty went to because of her singing. Calling it right now. They're connected. That's some very strong water sounds. Oh, jeez.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London.
Throat slit?
The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
He could have.
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him.
He's a murderer.
Shall we go
It's
up
not
to the
like
house, Poirot?
there's set rules on
You
how
go,
to
my
murder.
friends. I will come soon.
Okay. Marshall mustache. Hold on, I do want to look at... We're in chapter 3. I didn't realize this had chapters. Betty. See Alice. Okay, it doesn't talk about her medicine. Let's look at the stuff first.
Jap has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
I guess tarp wasn't quite what they called it back then. There's a key here. There's multiple keys. Anything? We can't take the keys out?
It is pointless.
Okay. I just saw keys and I looked. Wedding ring? College ring?
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
Neither of the things I said. Pocket watch. Does it work? It is broken.
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Okay. And wallet. Is there there's still money. There's still lots, and his
Nothing
passport.
appears to be missing
Ireland.
from this wallet.
Okay, so again, no theft. Let's look at our friend here. I'm not even gonna talk about what issues I see over there.
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
He's wearing gloves. Is that important? No. Got the ABC guide again. There's blood on it this
An
time.
ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Yes. Which means he might have been holding it whenever his throat got cut.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder.
There's no incision there. It's just a red
The gravel on the
bit of
path has
blood.
been sprayed with
Red
blood
spatter.
that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and
It is also
becomes
spatter,
wider
not
as it moves
splatter.
further from the bush.
If anyone says it's splatter, you're wrong. Okay, is it examine the crime scene now? Yeah. Since he was coming from this direction, can we go down here? No. We have to stay in this area. Do we look at the seagull and the rocks?
This place is very calming.
There's a seagull. There's a sculpture. Or just a picturesque rock. Wildflowers. Rabbit hole.
The
Yeah.
site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
Okay. This bush. We need something in a bush.
The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
How'd you say area? Okay. We already looked at his body. Anything to put together? No. I already looked at him. I already looked at all his stuff. Looked at the bushes. Can we... Okay, we can keep going this way, though. There's a tree. There's also a bird on the fence. What
I'm
is
not
this?
going to leave now. I still have some clues to find.
Okay. I didn't think that meant leaving. I thought there was something on the ground. So no one cares about the bush. I already looked at the rock. Try to go back down this way. See, nothing that way. Nothing this way. And then there's nothing with the keys. Is there anything on the rabbit hole? Do we need to stick our hand in there?
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
No. We're literally done with that. We are done with the bush. We've already looked at all of his stuff. What other clues is there to find? Oh, what's this?
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled.
So he
Let us now
got jumped.
try and get our brain cells to work.
Now we do it. Okay. What position was he killed? Body was still warm. This is away from the bush. In front of the bush. Blood away from the bush. Wound with clear outline. Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut his throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of
We
more
have a
than
bush
1 meter.
sniper.
Let us now try and get our
He
brain
plays a
cells
lot
to
of
work.
Fortnite. The bush is his favorite item. Did he see his murder? What is this? He had his back to the bush. He only had one wound. Yeah, it was like the dude was behind him. Bush camping.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
Was the murder really planned? Do you just sit in the bush all day and wait? Or was it more, is he an opportunist? Because if he was an opportunist, it means it would have been by random chance and that he just happened to do it. Which means he would have to plan ahead. With all of these murders happening a month apart, to me that would think he was more planned. If Carmichael came to this place every evening, he would know his routine and then know when to strike. So I'm going to say it was planned.
The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
Yes. I'm going to say the murder was violent. There's still no
The
theft.
murderer struck with terrible
He had his
savagery.
money. He had his ring.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you
Oh!
spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
Okay.
I've spoken
You
to the
don't need to
brother,
arm
Franklin
yourself
Clark. I didn't
when
get
you
much out
attack
of
a
him.
woman, but
He's
you
yours.
need
I
to
must get
arm
the body
yourself when you
removed.
attack a man. I see how this is. I see. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Question the victim's brother. Wait, where's the victim's brother? Is he this way? I'm assuming it's this way.
To be honest, this inspector
Oh,
seems
this is a
rather
weird
obtuse.
meeting.
I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Okay.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you,
Okay,
mademoiselle.
her eyes definitely
I
were
find
not
it hard to
blinking at the
digest.
same time. She reminded me of one of those baby dolls where, like, you tilt them back and they close their eyes. But sometimes they don't exactly do it the same way.
There is something elegant about her.
She has a dragon pen. Old brooch. Brooch. I say brooch. Makeup? Understated makeup.
She's focused on a cup. Let us take advantage of this to observe her more closely.
Why do we have to
She has
point at the
good
boob?
taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Ooh, he doesn't like her
Please
choice of
excuse
jewelry.
me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
Okay. Fine. Got Falcon's eye.
It is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to question him.
Well, we can't look at him now.
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking.
I wasn't even... I was up here. Okay.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Is she actually sick, or y'all, like, trying to, like, arsenic poison her, or what? I'm gonna be understanding.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
Who is everyone? Would the villagers know?
And did people of the village know Sir Carmichael's habits?
I don't know. It's possible.
What were you doing last night?
After dinner, I went to my bedroom. At 11 in the evening, the telephone rang. It was the police. I went to look for my brother.
Was it a dark night?
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was
Okay.
you who found the body.
Yes, along with
Why
the
did they
gardener.
call then?
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Maybe he seduced the secretary, and then, like, he was on a date with the secretary, and then secretary got busy.
Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
This is weird.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But what I was saying...
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
Search warrant?
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
You're a great lookout, Hastings. Okay.
There
Well,
are
what
some
I was
very
saying
valuable objects here.
is... Why did the police call and then he searched for him? Like, how did the police know that he was missing at 11? I don't know. Book? What is this?
Comside's private collection. Purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection.
And I don't think we can open that book. Tea?
A
Teacup?
tiger.
Okay. And what is that? Peacock?
A crane?
Crane. Okay. Is this a puzzle?
A dragon.
Oh, it's a puzzle table.
A turtle.
A turtle.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
Well, there isn't Year of the Turtle. I know that. So it's not Zodiac. There's not exactly Year of the Crane either.
Dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
Okay. What's over here?
I'm not going to leave now.
I wanted to look at the plant. I feel like that's a puzzle. I already looked over here, but I don't know if I looked there. What is this? It's a spoon.
Compass, point to the south.
No.
Bronze and magnetite. Han Dynasty, circa 210
It's a pointer.
BC. Purchased in Hong Kong, 1935.
Okay, that's a compass. Oh, is he back? Are we not? I thought there was more in here. Is that the only thing we could look at? I guess so. The map. South is upward.
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
Why is... Okay. So, we have the compass, which we can't do anything with the compass besides look at it. Obviously that means go outside, which we don't want to do. I think this is a puzzle, but I'm pretty sure
A tiger.
that it's just gonna have us look at it. I don't think we can't interact with anything yet. We've already looked at everything on the table. Do I talk to you? Nothing with the clock. I looked at
Are you
that
keeping
earlier.
an eye out, Hastings?
Yes. Come on, be quick, Poirot. It would be embarrassing if we got caught.
Let me double check this.
There are some very valuable objects here.
Okay, so it's still the same. Do I have to actually walk over here? Oh, I have to actually walk over here to see these things. Okay, so let's look at the little dragon.
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
Hey, people like collecting things.
The interior is richly decorated.
Okay. It's a painting. No, it's a tapestry. Embroidered silk. Painted wood. Golden dragon. Ceramic.
Dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
He likes Chinese history, is what I'm getting from this. Open.
It's locked.
Well, should have taken the keys that was in that wallet that you said was a waste of time. But no. Oh, it's a puzzle. This is a puzzle. It says thinking. Okay. Oh, we have to put
Turtle, the dragon, the crane,
Oh
and the tiger.
no.
I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Okay, it was crane. Oh wait. Oh wait. We have to change the orientate. Okay. Crane was here. There was like that. They were all blue, right? Ah, jeez. Hold on. We need to go back. I need to look at the table. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me study the table a little better. I knew it had something to do with the puzzle. Okay, they are literally all the same color. So there has to be a different clue somewhere else. But if the Emperor is right side up, it's crane above him, turtle below. Crane above, turtle below. Crane above, turtle below. Oh wait, okay.
Turtle, the dragon,
Okay,
crane,
I don't care.
and the tiger.
We've heard
I
this.
think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Okay, so crane above.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Okay. Oh, I didn't pay attention how they're supposed to be turned. Okay,
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me.
so red,
Each
black.
cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
All the others are turned towards him. So is it their heads are towards them? So that the dots. And then red is above. Black is below. And then this has to be blue, right?
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Okay. Open.
This is interesting.
There's a knife missing.
These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
The crime weapon's not here because there's one missing. Letter. Flip. Flip. Ernest Logan.
MD, Brighton Cancer Institute,
Read it to
201
me,
Dusk
sir.
Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churston, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th.
So this year.
As a man of
In the game.
science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last
Isn't morphine
moments.
addictive? Isn't that
Yours
bad?
sincerely,
But I guess if you're
Ernest Logan.
dying. doesn't necessarily matter. And then he's gonna show back up.
Here's Miss Grey.
Close it.
Sorry
Of course
to
you didn't
keep
close the
waiting.
cabinet.
Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle.
Yeah. Sure.
This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
Just
It's
leave
about
the
3
cabinet open
centuries
so they
old,
know we
I
messed
believe.
with it.
Wait, let me find the reference.
Okay. Well, I think for right now, we're just gonna leave this right here because I feel like this is a good stopping point with how long this video has been so far. Again, just leave this open so that she can literally look over there and be like, what y'all been doing while we're gone? Like, seriously? No, you gotta close it. Close it so that no one knows. But anyways, without further ado, I hope you have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the day it is when you're watching this, and I hope to see y'all next time.